Let's talk about sectors.
Sure.
Where are we going to see the most activity? What sector is going to lead?
We've seen the largest private equity funds raised have been focused on the technology sector, software specifically with Thoma Bravo and Vista Equity, and that's been the largest portion of transactions in the private equity space. And so I think that's going to continue to be active on a private side and also from a corporate perspective, especially if you consider conversions.
Larry, the next sector didn't even come close. Are we going to see any catch up?
No, I think actually related to technology, the industrial sector I watch because technology is affecting the industrial sector, and also because industrial conglomerates have diversified businesses, so inherently their portfolios are potentially unstable. Industrial companies will continue to optimize and frankly to free up money to spend on technology.
What are some of the other key themes? What are you going to be really focused on?
It's really, at the end of the day, driven by transactions in sort of the mid-size, kind of 1 to 5 billion in size. It's very bite-sized for corporates and it's very bite-sized for private equity. And just continuing strength there, and I think there's a number of large assets that are within corporates ready for sale or in private equity portfolios or just general private companies that have been built up that I expect to come to market. And seeing that activity in the first half of this year is important.
Well, and the two related trends for private equity are first, as they get bigger, they tend to be more organized by industry.
That's right.
So they're verticals within the big private equity sponsors, and as a result of that, they tend to target certain industries. And so the kind of roll-up strategy or the platform strategy where they target fragmented industries, fragmented from a market share perspective. So by buying companies to add on, they're not really triggering antitrust thresholds.
That's right.
Or significant antitrust thresholds, and then as Vito says, they build a kind of a company through acquisition and also through their own restructuring and organic growth.
The other trend we're seeing is that all these firms are planning for some form of recession. Maybe it's not going to be to the extent that they expect, but they want to be ready for it versus prior periods where maybe they weren't as prepared for it and they got caught.